Bigger? Don't be ashamed of it. Bigger! All right, don't go mad.
Whoa! Whoa! And thrice whoa!
Oh dear, this is Cassandra, the soothsayer.
Oh, wicked people of Pompeii! Repent your evil ways! For I have been high on Vesuvio, and the gods have given me a sign.
Oh no, don't laugh. It's wicked to mock the afflicted.
Repent now, I say, or suffer the fate that befell the wicked people of Gomorrah
Quite.
and Sodom.
Yeah, I quite agree, dear. The lot of them.
Hello,
Hello.
and welcome to Planet Marzipan, the Fish and Marillion podcast. I'm Mezza, and here's my mate.
Craig Houston.
Hello, and welcome to Planet Marzipan. I'm Mezza. I'm here with my good friend,
Suntanned Craig.
Duntan Craig.
Suntanned Craig.
Oh wow,
My skin has seen the sunshine for the first time properly in years. And Faye has not got any white bits before you ask.
I wasn't going to ask, but thanks for sharing, oversharing. As usual.
Anytime.
As you can see from the title of the episode, we are here to talk about the Marillion weekend in Pompeii, which has just passed. The legendary weekend in Pompeii. We have a plethora of guests for you. We welcome Lucy Jordache. Hello.
Buongiorno.
We welcome Stephanie Bradley.
Buonasera.
Ooh, oh, very.
How do?
We welcome Leo Trimming, who's trying to figure out his sound, but he's here.
Let's say hello on his behalf.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. We welcome Thomas Schommers.
Buonasera.
Hi, Thomas. We welcome back Graham Tennick.
Evening.
Hello, sir. And
Hi.
Chandler.
Hello.
Hello. So, people on this podcast are in various states of recovery after the weekend, which was, by all accounts, legendary. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Lucy's not agreeing on that. She's just looking at me.
Brenda, yes, of course it was.
Beg your pardon.
It's not up to me to say that.
No. Well, it was.
Well,
It's there. Who arrived in Pompeii early? So Thursday, Friday? Any guys on here? Leo?
I did. I did.
I got there
When-
Thursday.
Thursday. When you
Friday.
arrived in Pompeii, did you get a sort of feeling that there was a lot of excitement in the air?
It was awash with Marillion shirts.
Yeah.
I don't, with no disrespect to Marillion, I have a thing. I don't wear the shirt of the band I'm seeing. I love Marillion. I just don't wear the band shirt. But I knew I was surrounded by brethren and whatever the sisterhood as well. So it was great. It was a nice feeling, to be amongst familiar people who are on the same wavelength. And I love Pompeii. I've been wanting to go to Pompeii since I was a teenager when I was learning Latin. Yes, I'm old enough to have learned Latin.
Me too.
I'm not the only one. Yeah.
Likewise.
Yeah. Caecilius est in horto. That means Caecilius is in the hall. That's about all I know now. But then
Which was very useful when I was learning Nepalese because they use the same grammar. Sorry.
my old Latin teacher taught us to decline, I think something like Imana, and it ends with I'm an ass. He thought that was good. Anyway, I loved Pompeii. I bumped into Steve on the Friday.
Did you? Whereabouts?
Steve Rothery.
Yeah, whereabouts?
It's a little cafe. You have to find it. It's not easy to find these cafes in Pompeii. and he was just sitting down. I think it was with his family. It's definitely his son, because he posted about his son recently. He looked so hot. He looked about as hot as I was. It was Scorchio. I didn't want to bother him too much. He's with his family, it's private time, but I'm sure he couldn't go more than 100 yards in Pompeii without someone wanting to shake his hand.
They couldn't. They really couldn't. None of them. It was hilarious. It was actually they got stopped a lot more than they actually do when we're at Port Zealand.
Yeah. I couldn't resist, to be honest, Lucy. I've met most of the others, but I've never met Steve. And all I did was, just as I was near when I was leaving, I just went and introduced myself. I'll be honest, I did play I'm doing the prog review card.
Quite right.
To which he responded, well, we better not suck then. I nearly said I wasn't offering, but I did say, I'm sure you won't suck. And as we're about to discuss, that was not the case.
Are you giving us a good review then?
I couldn't possibly comment to you, Lucy. Of course I am. I've written it yet, but it was incredible.
Yeah.
The atmosphere in town on the Friday evening was really, really good. Like you say, Leah, lots and lots of Marillion t-shirts. A lot of the usual suspects around in bars. Thomas, we had a good chat in Mama's Bar, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we had. Probably I saw you when I was already there, I guess 8 hours or so. So
I didn't realize you were that far in. Yeah.
So with my group, we started there when they opened, and we ended when they told us we had to go.
Oh wow.
Very impressive.
So sightseeing the next day was quite challenging.
I think the bars loved us because normally Pompeii is quiet in the evenings because people don't generally stay there. They go back to wherever. And obviously all the hotels and B&Bs were full, as we all know, and everyone wanted a drink after the shows. I mean, our hotel was normally the bar closes at 11, and they were just like, nope. They were keeping it open till 2 in the morning,
But I think it was the same on the Saturday afternoon. I don't think the bars on the square knew what hit them. People like Barnes and what have you with his Yorkshire flag. But they actually put it up in the bar for him. They hung it from the canopy for him, and they, it was crazy. Everywhere you went was mobbed, but happy. Everything was just this vibe of absolute joy. Everybody was just really happy.
Well, I think what I really noticed was that people that were traveling even however far were saying, this is an excuse, I've always wanted to go to Pompeii, so I'll make it a holiday and go to Pompeii and Sorrento and Naples or whatever. So many people were having a holiday, and so you're always in a good mood when you're doing that as well. And so it was joyous.
So I mean we met, was it Milton we met on Saturday, the guy from Costa Rica?
Milton, from Costa Rica.
We met him. He was over for it. He'd made a week of it. He was doing Rome and Sorrento and all these places. But we also met this couple. There was this guy started talking to me with a Glaswegian accent. I was like, oh, which flight did you get? He went, I've been here for a week. I was like, all right. And he's actually from Australia. So him and his Australian wife had been over for nearly a fortnight making a tour of it. And it was all planned because of the gig.
Yeah.
Loads of people did it.
On the Sunday night, I decided to sit in the audience, and Phil came out and did his don't film thing, and then the concert started and the guy in front of me started filming. So and he had a big sort of, thing with a boom on it kind of thing. So I just literally went, no, don't film, mate, don't film. And he went, oh, sorry, and put it down. And then he proceeded to enjoy himself so much. And he turned to me in between one of the songs and he said, are you Lucy Marillion's manager? I said, yes, I am. I said, sorry, I told you about the filming. But he said, no, you're absolutely right. He said, I'm enjoying this gig so much now. He said, I was just caught up in the moment and I was so excited. We've flown for 15 hours. We're from Indonesia.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And for a moment, I felt guilty. And then I thought, no, because it would have been crap. We were in the fourth row, so the sound is,
Yeah.
it would have been crap. And it's just like, honestly, you should have seen him. His hands, he was throwing his hands in the air. He was really enjoying himself rather than sitting there with a thing. So it was like, job done.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I mean,
cool.
the plane over was interesting because there were
Yeah.
lots of people taking their regular flights to Naples, and then at Manchester it was overtaken by half the plane being Marillion fans and knowing each other, and up and down the aisle during the flight, chatting and messing around. Yeah,
Because I mean, I was 2 rows behind you, and there was these. I got my wife and I. We didn't book ticket seats, so we ended up separate. And there was these girls either side of them, and they just Steve Prest was walking up and down, and Stuart, somebody else. Stuart, were you on the same flight? No, it wasn't. Somebody else was walking up, and John was there. We were all talking to each other.
Yeah.
They just went, "Do you all know each other?" I went, "Yeah." Well, are you on holiday together? Not quite. We're going to a concert. They're like, "Sorry, what?" We're going to a concert. Where? Naples? No, Pompeii. Is that safe? Yes, it's safe. It's like, but everybody was just baffled that there was all these middle-aged men walking around the plane talking to each other.
And women.
I was saying there were some ladies as
There was
well.
a couple of ladies. Well, yeah. I'm not allowed to call my wife middle-aged. I get slapped.
At the gig, there were loads of women. It was great to see. It's great. To see.
Loads of and lots of youngsters as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see there was quite a few little kids? There was like a couple that had come from Brazil and they had their young daughter with her. My friend Kurt from Michigan had his 21-year-old daughter McKenna with her. I just kept up and I was like, oh, the next generation.
Can I get my violin out at this point? Because there was one woman who wasn't there.
Yes, Mosley. Go on, say it.
It was my wife.
Yes.
She broke her ankle about a week.
Oh, yes, that's you, Leah. Is she all right?
Well, no, she's not really. She's broken her ankle, got soft tissue damage in her leg. She was so gutted. But I love that woman more than anything because she gave me her blessing. I did have to, quick anecdote. So I could go, I had to drive all the way to West Wales on Wednesday after finishing work at lunchtime on Wednesday, all the way to West Wales, collect my mother-in-law, pick her up, bring her back to Devon. I got back about 11:30 at night, went to bed at 12. The alarm went at 1 to get the plane from Bristol Airport. I had about half an hour's sleep on Thursday. I was a zombie.
How did she do it?
She do you know what? She was celebrating her father's life. He didn't have a funeral. He's a rather big, I won't say anything about that. He didn't have a funeral. So they created one, her and her sister, on top of a mountain, Garth Mountain in Cardiff. Climbed to top, climbed down, fine. Had a family meal. Brilliant. Everything was great. Walked out the pub to go to the car, slipped on some gravel and snapped it all. So it just shows how bad luck it was.
Well,
But
thank
anyway,
you for coming.
I have sincerely promised her that I will take her back to Pompeii. So if you could bring the band back, that would be great.
Oh, well,
What do you reckon, Ian? We'll do it again? No.
He looks as knackered as I am.
certain drummer has just joined us, folks.
Yeah.
How you
Say
doing,
that.
Ian? Good.
Great performance.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Yeah, good, really good. Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it? I mean, it really was. I just I couldn't really take it all in before the gigs, but after the last show, I was sitting on the balcony and suddenly I realised that the skyline was just, Vesuvius, and I thought, this is amazing. And say, oh, we've just played Pompeii.
Oh,
Yeah.
twice. Twice.
And then the second night, I really enjoyed the second night because when the rain came down in Sugar Mice, that was just like, oh. And then my screens got blown off the stage that stop all the mics, the drum kit sound going down other people's microphones. And I thought, it's an act of God. Suddenly my drum sound in my headphones got so much better. I thought, yeah, thank you. And so it was, yeah.
Were Thomas and Leo there Sunday night or just...
No, I only did Saturday night.
You did Sunday as well, Thomas, did you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I really, well, I mean, I enjoyed both of them. I mean, it's just spectacular.
Was it nerve-wracking, Ian?
Was it nerve-wracking?
Yeah.
Not once we were on stage, but the hanging around before was quite, yeah, it was quite nerve-wracking because we got there on the first night probably an hour before we went on, and it was just so hot backstage.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, come on, let's just get on and do it. So, but as soon as we're on stage, then it's fine. Then,
I mean, we only did the Saturday, but the anticipation in the audience was, you could just feel it.
Unreal.
Really could feel it.
well, it's just such an amazing venue, isn't it?
Yeah.
But when we did the sound check on the Saturday, and I walked down the ramp to the stage for the first time, I stood there and
Yeah, that ramp. Quite steep actually as well, that ramp.
It was.
Yeah.
That was kind of surreal though, because we were sitting outside on the Saturday morning, because you did the sound check in the morning, didn't you?
No.
No, was it not you? So because somebody else said that they were behind the amphitheatre in the ruins, and we were sitting out the front, and we heard some music in the morning. And we said, "Is that a sound check?" And it sounded like H.
Oh.
No, 4 o'clock.
Okay, because there was 3 or 4 of us all said we'd heard it in about 10 o'clock on the Saturday morning. That's bizarre.
Stop taking the drugs, Graham. It was
Yeah.
nuts.
I mean,
Weird.
It could have possibly been Phil trying to
Yeah,
put it out.
did the back line.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
with a Marillion CD or something, but I assure you it wasn't them.
Did you see the post? Somebody posted that they were flying in on Saturday night for the Sunday gig, and they flew over the venue, and they actually saw it all lit up, and they said by the time they realised what they were looking at, it was too late for them to get their phone out and actually take a photo. But they actually flew into Naples over and saw the whole thing, and they said it was amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I just read somewhere on one of the posts that there was a hotel rooftop bar.
Yeah, the
Yes.
McCarry or whatever.
Yeah, that overlooked the venue.
That's where
So
Debbie
getting
McMillan
charged.
was, wasn't it? She spent the gig up there because she wasn't going to the gig. She said, because I'm not a proper fan, I don't want to take a ticket. I'll let all the fans go to the venue. She goes, but at least I'll be able to hear it.
Well, we may or we may not have an interview with Debbie in this episode, but that's all about whether we can fit it in. But we've got it a bit later on. But yeah, there's a really interesting chat with Debbie about being a Marillion widow.
Stop using that terminology.
That was her terminology, not mine.
I know, but I don't like it, so stop it.
Okay.
I saw a picture of you all wearing togas. I thought, wow, that's it.
Well,
It was
We got
EI
in trouble for that.
I was told it wasn't real. I mean,
it wasn't real, but this is how it was.
I was very disappointed because I was strangely stimulated by that picture.
We should talk offline
Don't
about
put that in the review, Leo.
Don't worry, Lucy. It's for family reading.
Well, it's only because you wouldn't have been able to come into the gig in a toga. That's their rule. They don't allow you to come dressed as a gladiator, or so I was just hoping people hadn't travelled thousands of miles and then can't get in. So I was just checking it was AI.
Well, I went back to the room, got freshened up before we went to the restaurant for the gig, and I walked down the big steps in the hotel into the lobby, and a guy sat on the sofa and he said, "Oh, so you've got chains then, have you?" I said, "It's Barnes with his AI."
It was very well done, AI.
Yeah.
It was. John, though, I went to the archaeological museum in Napoli the following day.
Oh, yeah.
You are the spitting image of Emperor Vespasian. Honestly, mate. I sent you the picture.
It's the nose.
Rather Roman. I think it's the nose.
What? What can I say? Emperor material. What can I say?
Yeah, you've got a complex of that already, don't you?
Yeah.
I meant that in a nice way. A Roman nose is very noble.
So we'll let you review the gig when we've gone, because then you'll be more honest for your own podcast.
Okay.
So what questions have you got for?
Well, I want to ask Ian about the set list, if possible. So, how
Can you
long
remember?
did it take? Yeah, can you remember what you played firstly? Yeah.
yeah, what do you want to know?
Well,
How was it chosen?
Yeah, really.
What?
How was it chosen? We're both a bit deaf at the moment.
I'm really quite deaf. 'Cause
We look like this old couple because he turns to me and goes, "What did
What?
they say?" And I'm sitting there translating for him.
Yeah, what was it? Are we going to the garden centre?
Yes, dear.
It's 8:15.
They want to know what the set list is like, love.
Yeah. Well,
No, why? How did you choose it?
well, we always just look at the running order and try and get some dynamics in. Really, we all agreed that Splintering Heart was a really good opener,
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
and then try and just get a balance. So there's some high energy bits because most of Marillion stuff isn't particularly high energy, but it's powerful. But so that's why the whole German tour was a sort of rehearsal for it. Really, we were just swapping out numbers throughout the tour and seeing what worked and what didn't. But for me, I enjoyed the second night more than the first night.
Because you don't like playing Kaylee anymore, is it?
Well, no, we've got a lot to be thankful for, really, for that song. But it's an awkward one for me to play when I've got headphones on because my kit doesn't sound real. It makes the kit quite hard to play because there's a bass drum pattern in Kaylee that's quite difficult to play when I've got headphones on. Take the headphones off, it's not a problem at all because I can hear the kit acoustically and it's all in balance. Everything's balanced. As soon as I put the headphones on, things are, sometimes I can't hear cymbals, sometimes I can't hear my bass drum. So it's just like, oh. And Kaylee's one of those songs, but I can bluff it, so that's what I did. And but I enjoyed playing Sugar Mice. And then on the German tour, I think we did Hotel Hobbies into Warm Wet Circles, and
Yeah.
and I think that worked really well. But we thought we should change it up a bit, so I didn't know if that would work. But I think it did work, for, because it's a high energy moment. And then we weren't sure about doing the mad thing into the Great Escape as a finisher, but I looked at the set. Well, we had this discussion, didn't we, after the first night?
After the first night, I was just looking at the WhatsApp I sent the band. I said, jiggle the set a bit tonight, I reckon, and definitely end on Mad Great Escape. Drop Kaylee, Sugar Mice with everyone singing in the rain would be delightful. Put Fantastic Place later in the set.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah, because
and dropped Afraid of Sunlight.
Yeah, there was a bit of we weren't sure about dropping that, but Mad and Great Escape was just two really powerful pieces of music, I think, and so I think it worked really well. And Thousand Faces with the choir.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Sitting behind the drum kit and watching all that going on is a great thing.
I know we'd said that the sets would be identical, but it's artist prerogative to mix it up.
Yeah.
It's not like
Fiddle about a bit, yeah.
It was only fiddles.
And it gives you options for the film as well, doesn't it? You can mix and match for the finish.
Well, I think most bands seem to, they do a set and they stick to it for their whole tour. So by the time they get towards the end of a tour, everything's incredibly tight and slick, and so that'll never happen with Marillion.
To be honest, Ian, I like the fact that you were willing to change the set list. You're a band, you're an artist, you're not a jukebox.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a Facebook posting, someone was very upset that you changed it and resented the fact you missed this song and that song. And I think I put a response, if there was a definition for first world problems, that would be that comment, really, because
it would.
All the things that are going on in this world, and we've just had the massive privilege of seeing you play there. And then someone's churlish about, they didn't play that song. It's like, get a life.
I know, but the people who went Sunday could say, I never heard Kaylee and Afraid of Sunlight. So
Afraid of Sunlight is possibly one of my favourite
It's a beautiful song. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Because I felt with Afraid of Sunlight followed by Season's End, wasn't it? It's pretty apt for environmental issues that are going on in terms of the wildfires and stuff. Was there any thought about that connection, or was that just a coincidence? It just seemed really resonant.
Yeah.
Well, to say there was. He's writing a review for Prog magazine.
I think Steve,
If it wasn't, that's fine. But it really struck a nerve with me. I know.
yeah, it did. I mean, it did with Steve H, because he actually mentioned it on the stage, didn't
Oh, then yes.
he? You know, he said this is a song that we wrote in '89,
Yeah.
and he said it's even more relevant today, and with all the stuff that's going on around the world. And so yeah, we were very aware, I think, of it. It's a great track, actually. It really suited that venue.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it later on. But with the Jens's staging and lighting in there was absolutely amazing. Really used the space. It was brilliant.
Don't let him know that.
Okay, well,
You want more money?
when was it decided that you would use the choir?
Oh,
The choir.
months and months.
Yeah.
Like about a week after we decided to do the shows and told everyone, we said, let's get the choir, because I booked them in November or whatever.
Yeah, we decided to bring them in for the last couple of German shows as a sort of rehearsal, really, to see how it would work. And but it started, I think. Steve H did a solo gig, didn't he?
Yeah, it's SPQR show. Yeah,
Yeah, and we listened to them doing that, and they also sent through a couple of arrangements that they'd done, and we just loved it. We said, yeah, straight away. It was kind of yes.
Well, they came to Padua last year
Yeah,
and
it's
Port
brilliant.
Zealand,
Yeah,
and now they really, they did a lot of songs in Pompeii.
yeah.
And they were, I think they're getting more and more confident on the stage as well with the band.
they really enjoy it. It's such a great vibe, because they really are enjoying themselves.
They looked so relaxed and comfortable on Saturday night when we saw them. And when Man of a Thousand Faces, when they come forward, they were just dancing all over the stage. It was like really, really exciting.
Nice for H as well, I should think. To
Yeah.
have some people with him,
So I was going to say that. Is there a difference in? So you had in Praise of Folly before with the string quartets and the French horn and what have you. Does it feel different having other singers on stage rather than other musicians? Do you have any other to think about anything or?
No, I mean, the thing is that the string quartet and the choirs, they're professionals, so so we don't have to worry about them. It's us. We still worry about ourselves more. But if anything, they make everyone concentrate a little bit more, I think, and be a bit more focused. And also, I think the whole band appreciates, they're so good at what they do. And in praise of Folly as well. I mean, those girls, that they're just so good. So it's kind of a real pleasure.
Do you only Thomas was there on Sunday night, but they will talk to Thomas later about the Sunday night. Do you want to just tell everyone talk about your screens blowing over and the rain from your point of view?
Haven't I done that already?
No.
Oh, I just answered a question.
Yes.
Oh. No, well, I just, we were playing and suddenly it started raining a little bit. I thought, oh, this is nice. I quite like it when things start getting a bit dangerous. So, and then suddenly I noticed that Marcus, my drum tech, had a towel, and he was putting it over my monitor. I've got a little desk with all my settings on it. He put it over that, and I thought, Marcus, you're dicing with death here, because putting a heavy towel over a thing with loads of buttons on it, he could have turned my monitors off, and that would have been chaos. So, and And then the screens blowing over, that made me smile because
He didn't skip a beat, did he, Stephanie?
No,
Tommy?
not
He
at all.
carried on.
well, drummers are pretty good at that kind of thing. When
Oh, you're amazing.
I mean, Andy Gangadine at the UK drum show, he was doing a demonstration and he had this massive rig, looked like all towers next around his kit, and all the cymbals suspended over him. And he hit one cymbal, it just fell off onto his lap. He didn't flinch. So I think drummers are pretty good at that.
How have you kind of formed a good working relationship with Andy now over the sort of 10 dates that you played together?
Oh yeah, he's such a. I mean, he's a very talented man, and but he's a really lovely guy, and he's thoroughly enjoyed himself. There's lots of great memories just from. I mean, watching the football on the tour bus.
Yeah,
You know, I was just standing there thinking, this is great. So he had a great time. So.
But yeah, no, play when it actually really started raining. How were you feeling?
Was it raining a lot then?
Yeah. See?
Well, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it would just.
You had a baseball cap on.
Yeah, I looked up and I saw a bit of rain, but it didn't feel like. I mean, we supported Queen a few years back.
Oh God, yeah.
With Alan Lambert singing, and the rain was torrential, and Roger Taylor was out on a walkway. And there was a drum kit at the end of the walkway, and he was playing in torrential rain. And I was thinking, well, this isn't anything, is it? Every time Roger hit the drum, it was like spraying water everywhere. I thought that it looks like they planned it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't much rain, but it was enough that Mark was having to cover all of his keyboards with towels.
Oh, I saw everyone panicking. Yeah, I mean the monitor, Ollie, I'm sitting by my kit. He's to my right. I saw him covering stuff up really quickly.
Oh, he did the whole monitoring under a plastic sheet. He said it was like being in a greenhouse. And of course, he couldn't see any of you. So Ewan was standing behind him going, H is saying up, Ian's saying down. You know how he points because Ollie couldn't see it.
H is just going to throw a cricket bat at you.
Yeah.
So on the Saturday night, I take it was the JC 120 for Steve Hothery that blew. That's what.
What was it?
I'm not sure. I think it was to do with his pedal, some of his pedal board. It's all digital stuff going on. I don't know whether it was the amp or one of the pedals that went down, but touch wood, it worked. Yeah, it gave out some extraordinary sounds.
Yeah.
I always did.
I always presumed it was Mark. It was Stephen Brothers' gear. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it was fine on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because the rain started on Sunday, he was probably like, oh my God, no, don't do this.
Yeah, I mean, if rain got into those computers on Mark's rig, that really could have just stopped the show. I mean,
Yeah, well, as I said before we started recording, that was the thing. It was like looking at it when the band came off before the choir came back on. We just said to them, what do you want to do? Do you want to put the gazebos up and perform under them? And they said, no, let's risk it. And Mark was like, let's play till something blows up. He said,
well, Steve H actually said, we've got your money.
no, he said that on stage though.
Yeah. He said, yeah, we got, if it all blows up, we got your money so we can all go home.
Because they didn't want to play under tents, not because the film at that point. I didn't care about the film because it would have made it an interesting thing. It didn't matter. It was for the band. What do they want to do? Because no one in the audience. We didn't care that we were getting wet.
Were you getting really wet in the audience? And
No.
Really?
No. I mean, we could feel like that there's rain coming down, but it was not really that much.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could see through all the lights, that everywhere that it is raining, but it was not really that much. But Lucy, one question for you. You said like before you were in the audience. I saw you there because I was in row 6, not that far away from where you were. And during the concert, you ran backstage like a few times, back and forward. So what were you doing? Like organizing that one of the lamps was when it fall down backward?
No. It was literally the rain forecast, because I told you I had this weather radar on my phone, and
Okay.
it was vibrating in my pocket, and as I said to you on that picture that I showed you all, it was I don't think Leo saw this. It was there was rain incoming, so obviously the band were on stage, so I was just going backstage to talk to our production manager and our tour manager to see what they wanted to do, and sort of they were asking me, you know, what do you want to do, and that's what I said. I said at that point, it's band decision, whatever they want to do, so I'm just scrolling through a million photographs, whatever they want to do, we will do. I'm fine. I said that, there you go, look, like that was at 10 o'clock in the concert, and we're the red dot. I'll put it on Facebook so people can see. And that's what was happening. So yes, I kept in between songs, I'd jump out of my seat, run backstage and go, right, it's now saying we've got 10 minutes until it potentially might get heavier for only 5 minutes, you know. And it was like, just because I had the really, really good one on my phone that I got from my relative who's the head of an airport. So I said, what app do you use at the airport? And he told me, and I bought a subscription to it. So I
brilliant.
literally had it to the minute. So once I knew it wasn't going to pour down and it was only going to be the level that we had, then I could, you know, I didn't have to do anything.
I just saw like when the stuff around Iron's drums fall down, that they picked up one of the lamps, and it was like, you know, basically lightning to the back and not to the audience. And at some point when you ran behind, then like one technician came on stage and turned it around.
yeah. Oh yeah, the light. Yeah, the light was when your screen almost hit Pete, because it really did almost hit Pete. It hit one of the lights, and the Ewan had put it back up, but it was facing you, one of the long tall ones. So they had to turn it back around again. So all these things you don't know what's going on.
Not one of the lasers.
Not one of the lasers, no, one of the toys. But the lasers look beautiful with the rain in it, didn't they? They look like diamonds.
Oh, the photos I've seen, I mean, it really looks spectacular. And speaking to Mike, producer Mike, who recorded it all, he said that he thinks he's got some really good recordings going on. So
and Tim said he's got a beautiful film, and we saw some of the drone footage and stuff, because there were drones and it looks unbelievable. So hopefully we can get that out.
Oh, fantastic.
Can I ask a question? Because the first night, Splintering Heart, the intro was extended. It went on for ages, and there was lasers going everywhere, and it was sing away. Was there any sense that was sort of almost conscious or unconscious tribute to the legacy of Pink Floyd? You know, it felt very Floydian, that intro. I don't know.
I never thought of that actually, but I know we discussed with it because we've got two versions of that intro.
Right.
We've got a shorter version, but everyone thought it'd be best to go for the long version.
Oh, it worked so well.
Yeah.
So, but no, I don't think we.
No, that wouldn't have even been.
No.
That wasn't even discussed. No, just use the long version. And yeah, I'm with you. It worked brilliantly.
It was, excuse the pun, it was a definite echo of a.
This
He's
is
been
why
saving
you
it up.
write for the magazine, Neil, isn't it?
He's giving us the review now.
I mean, you couldn't be. It was magical, really was.
But people were saying, "Oh, let's do it again," and I'm like, "No, we've done it now. I think you wouldn't want to repeat that. It would take away from it."
It's good. Something new.
And I don't want to do an outdoor gig without a roof over the band ever again.
How about Karnak, Lucy?
Karnak? What's Karnak?
Yeah, at Luxor Temple
Oh,
Egypt, where they do the sort of Olympia.
I wouldn't say no to the pyramids. That would be because Ian and I actually, when we went to the pyramids, we saw there was a special light show in the evening one night that we went to in front of the pyramids, and I know that they have done a couple of gigs in front of the pyramids. So
Yes.
I would pyramids, yes.
Yeah, that was,
Forget everything I've said.
that was a good show. Although it was
Cold.
it was really cold. And was it Omar Sharif doing all the narration? Was it?
Omar Sharif, yeah, he did the narration.
But yeah, that would be spectacular. But a bit dusty.
Can you imagine
Not in July, please.
Yeah. Can you imagine working with Egyptian authorities?
Oh, wow.
I thought Italians were hard. Egypt, I'd go Grae.
And this gig was Sarah's first gig in about 10 years with her being a school teacher. Now everything tends to be around term time, and she absolutely loved it. Loved it.
I mean, and Rose hadn't seen the band since Wodge. And she was just blown away. She said between the setting, the choir, the lights, and the music, she said it was just an amazing night.
I had a friend called Jeff Cooper.
That's brilliant. Well, there's a case for not doing it again, really, because if the recording works out and the filming looks good, everything, then it'd be hard to top it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Two off.
I mean, it's often the case, isn't it? When we recorded Season's End, we spent about 4 months at outside studios, in Henley. And it was just amazing there. We had such an amazing time. The weather was beautiful. And then we went back there, next album, and it was just horrible. It was just, weather was crap. The magic had sort of gone, really. So the only place that we keep going back to, and it's always some magic usually happens, is Real World Studios.
Yeah.
Every time we go there, it's always really productive, and it's just a great working environment. So I hope that carries on.
Is some of that because you're all on site, because you all kind of live on site for that time, don't you?
It's really the only for a band. It's such a brilliant environment, because I know we're really fortunate that we have our own studio, the Racket Club, but when we go to the studio, there's always, you get there probably midday. Actually, the midday is an early start, 1 o'clock, crack of 1, and we get in. It's like, right, should we start? And I've got to leave at 3. I've got to feed the dog or something. There's always something. But at Real World Studios, you go there and you get up, have breakfast, go into the studio, work till lunchtime, break for lunch, go back into the studio, break for dinner, and go back in the evening as well.
Actually work.
Yeah, and it's actually work. It feels like a real band.
Yeah,
how it used to be when just the band. There's no
gang mentality.
Yeah, it's really productive. It's a great working environment.
Yeah, and I went to Hookend Manor last year, and I'd been there in 21, and it was derelict. It was falling apart.
It's tragic, isn't it?
I went back. I was doing a special podcast about a pilgrimage leading up to your previous vocalist's last gig at Aylesbury, but I mixed it up with all that this generation of Marillion. But we went back to Hookend, and I was delighted to see that someone was renovating it again, back into a studio. And they spot around the grounds. We saw the pool where H met the guy that wanted to slap the writ on you.
I remember that well.
It was a fascinating insight. It's a lovely place. I was pleased because it's such a glorious old house to see it. It looked like it was going to fall down in 2021, but they were working.
I saw some video footage of it. I mean, dilapidated, and it was tragic because it was beautiful.
It was.
When Dave Gilmour used to own it, didn't he?
Yeah, and Alvin Lee of 2 years.
Yeah,
and Trevor Horn.
Yeah, Trevor Horner, but it was after Trevor I think Trevor just kind of walked away from it because he had some under sort of tragic circumstances, really. So yeah, it's great that someone's getting it back together again because it was beautiful. Yeah, I learned to play tennis there. That's the sort of pressure I was under.
Right. Well, should we leave them to review it? We don't want to hear what they say.
Leave
Be
them,
nice.
leave them for slackers
Those
off.
will be nice, you know.
Well, we'll be able to hear it.
Will we?
Well, it's a podcast, so we'll be able to hear it. So then we can just refuse to come on again. So, yo, shocker. Thank you for having us on.
Well, good, Silly. Thank you for coming on. We do appreciate it. And thanks for a
pleasure.
great weekend.
Thank you for all your lovely words.
And we'll see you in
Thank you.
absolutely no time at all in the UK tour, because it's only about
Yes.
6 weeks away. So
Not me.
Look at Ian's face.
Where are we going?
Hang on, I've got to translate. He said, "Why I super trooper? We will see you in." What he said was, "We will see you in no time at all. It's only 6 weeks to the UK tour."
Great.
that's why I come with subtitles.
I wish Zoom did come with subtitles. Our production manager, so sorry to anyone Scottish that's listening, but our production manager is so Scottish. Like, isn't he, Stephanie? Unbelievably Scottish. And it got to the point where he was talking to me and Ian. Ian was looking at me to translate, and I was just turning to Stumpy and going, "I don't fucking understand a word you just said, man." It was so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Whatever. He's so Scottish.
Did you tell them about?
It is really hard to understand him at times.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to do
No.
that? No, right.
No, I don't want
On it, no, I don't want a red card.
to. No, that's the story for another day.
Oh,
All right then. Thank you guys. We're going now.
Thank you.
Bye. Don't talk
Enjoy the hot tub.
Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stephanie, how was the weekend for you?
Well, do you know, it was very different for me because I wasn't working.
Right.
So it was a little bit disconcerting because I kept feeling that I should be, you know, no, just relax. Once I've got over that, it was lovely to not have any responsibilities and to just be able to enjoy it. And I'd gone with my lovely friend Nikki, who'd flown over from Connecticut to spend some time with me and to come to Pompeii. So to be able to share it with her and with Mike, both of whom helped me with the merch at the weekends.
is that Nicky Errol?
Sorry?
Nicky Errol.
Yeah. So it was nice really for us to be able to just sit and not have to be thinking about anything that we needed to be doing. And at the end of the day, you know, I shipped all the t-shirts before we went, so my work was done really. And that was actually, you know, the thing that really struck me was seeing so many people in t-shirts, but a whole plethora of t-shirts going back as far as, you know, since the day dot. But seeing all the different ones that in the 21 years that I've worked with the band, you know, thinking, oh, we did that one, and also knowing that I probably sold a lot of them to a lot of the people that were there.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that kind of surprised me that I, you know, wasn't anticipating. And just that general thing of walking around Pompeii, like you say, you know, it was like we'd taken over Pompeii and seeing so many people, and not seeing, you know, for me, it didn't feel vast. It felt quite an intimate arena, but I found that there were loads of people that were there I didn't even know or get a chance to even see. And then those that I did see, I still didn't even get time to actually talk to, which I was a bit sad about, because when I'm working, I never get time to talk to people. But the same thing still happened because there were just so many people.
Did anybody see the Rolling Stone Italy review? It was all in Italian. I had to do Google Translate.
I
But
saw
have you
that,
read any
yeah.
of that? So it made a huge point of the Marillion family feeling about the camaraderie, the coming together from, and it was talking about over 40 years of music, and yet everybody still gets excited and they take over the place in a happy and joyous way. It was really nice to read it, because from an outside perspective, to be able to just observe that and see it. Because we're all part of it. We just take it for granted, really, when we go to the gigs, that's going to happen.
And it's
It was
hard to
very special.
describe it, isn't it? It's hard to describe what it's like when you're there.
Yeah.
But it is that feeling, isn't it?
It was an excellent review, I thought, actually, and I like the fact they were sort of saying that Marillion aren't a heritage band; they don't just play the old hits.
Yeah.
You're continually creating new arts of great value. It's a really good review, but I've heard there may be better ones coming.
Yeah, sounds that way. Oh, yes, yeah.
I actually did one tiny little bit of work though, because I was, for the second half of Sunday, I wanted to go back to see the spectacle of it all and to just take it in. And of course, when it was raining, and when it came down, that in the second half where it came down a bit harder, obviously we had a plastic sheet over the ends, so I could see he was trying to sort of faff around and holding it up with one hand and then trying to see over it. So I spent about 10 minutes holding the plastic sheet over his console, but under his chin, so that he could actually see what was going on.
He did an amazing job as usual. I mean, again, I think it was Nikki or whoever told me once, whenever you're at a Marillion gig, always look behind you.
Yes.
And he did, but he had the lasers all set up so that they were just at the top edge of the amphitheater, so you could see all the patterns like you normally. It was amazing.
It was
incredible. Yeah.
All around the whole.
Yeah, I mean, I was further back. I was at 31, and I just got the whole effect of it, and it was something else. It really was.
Shall we review the gigs?
Well, I'm going to dip out of this and leave that.
I don't blame you. Thank you very much for coming on, Stephanie. We do appreciate it. And, thanks for, I know you weren't working this weekend, aside from your 10 minutes work there, but I'm sorry we missed you, because
I know I didn't see you. I saw Craig and Sarah briefly, and then when I went to turn around to go and talk to them, I then had to sort another issue out. And then the concert started, and that was it. So
we will see you.
We'll see you on the tour. Get a proper hug then, so it'll be fun.
Absolutely. Really, really looking forward to the tour. And the good thing is that Nikki's coming back over for the tour. So
brilliant.
The airport, and knowing for once that she'd be back in 6 weeks. So that was nice.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll catch you soon.
Take care. Bye.
Yeah. Well, that's a really good point to draw this episode to a close. I'm really sorry. You're going to have to wait till next week for our review of Pompeii.
Yeah, the part one, well, what is now part one, went on a little bit longer than anticipated.
No, we're really, really pleased that Lucy and Ian and Stephanie joined us, as well as the gang. So we got Thomas, Leo, Grae, Tennick, Stuart. Well, thank you to all the cast of thousands that were in this first episode. Craig and I will be back next week with everybody that you've heard today, except Lucy, Ian, and Stephanie, to give our review of Pompeii. And go on.
And spoiler alert, it's a corker.
Okay. There is some on-the-spot reporting from our roving reporter, Andrew Barnsley-Wood, next week, as well as some clips that I recorded at various points over the weekend. So lots to look forward to. Come back next week, same time, same channel. For him and me, all that remains to be said is it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Take care.
And stay alive. Hey, hey.
Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowns, bring on the lovers' lives. patience, new complications, nothing portentous or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Tonight. Something convulsive, something repulsive, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Something aesthetic, something frenetic, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. Nothing with God, nothing with fate. Weighty affairs will just have to wait. Nothing that's formal, nothing that's normal. No recitations to recite. Open up the curtain. Comedy tonight.
Thanks for listening to Planet Marzipan Podcast. Please like and subscribe from whichever platform you get your podcasts from. You can contact us at planetmarzipanpodcast@gmail.com and check out marillion.com, fishmusic.scot for all